Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Pahrump Early Learning Academy, where we are more than just childcare.
Hi, I'm Monique Mitchell with KPVM Television. My children attend Pella and they love it. The curriculum they have is pretty amazing, and my children learn what they need at their level.
Not only are the children learning, they're having fun, and that's what matters.
I like Pella. They help you with your homework, and it's fun.
Give us a call today to tour our facility at 751-5335.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by Rick Marshall for Nye County Sheriff. Strong leadership and a secure future. Vote Rick Marshall for Nye County Sheriff.
Tonight on News 46, Willow Creek is looking for a new name. Social Security wants you to know that they're here for you. And the Senior Center has a monster bash. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, October 29th, 2014. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. Utilities Incorporated of Central Nevada is asking for the public's input to get the Willow Creek Golf Course a new name. They held several meetings recently to find out what residents would like to have done with the property located off Red Butte and Mount Charleston.
It has been really exciting. UICN has been asking the community what they want to see happen with the Willow Creek property. And I have to tell you, I have never seen the community come together like this. It has just been an awesome event. We've had ideas everywhere from archery to bocce ball to education parks to frisbee golf. I can't even name all the ideas. They're posted all around the room, and we're going to take them back. We're forming a committee to help sift through all the ideas. We're going to come up with a master plan, and we're going to turn 160 acres of defunct golf course into something, a benefit for the community and partnership with the community.
Wonderful. How are the residents feeling now? I know that you're in close contact with them. They used to be kind of not very happy with what's going on with Willow Creek. What are the views now?
I think that, you can't blame them for being unhappy with what happened. They bought golf course property, and unfortunately it's just never going to be a golf course again. But a lot of the residents not only are enthusiastic about the changes, they've been partnering with us, volunteering labor, time, expertise, bringing in experts to help us sort through what it would be native to this area. How can we best put it to use for the community? There's a couple residents still concerned about what's going on there, and I just talked with NDEP to come out and talk with them. NDEP is the Nevada Division of Environmental Protection, so trying to give them some comfort about the plans and how we're remediating the land.
And there's so many different ideas. Is it going to be where it's going to be kind of one section for this theme and one section for this theme, do you think?
That is going to be determined. One thing that happened last night that was really exciting is that people that didn't even know what frisbee golf was are asking questions, and they want to do maybe some art sculptures out in the park, and they're not exclusive. They can be in the same area. So with 160 acres, I don't know what will happen. Really looking for partners to help me put this master plan together and make sure it's got the community input it deserves.
I have to tell you, I haven't seen a project in a long time where the community and the leaders of the community have come together with the enthusiasm that they have to put this project on the map and put it together for the people in Pahrump.
Getting a good information session like this the last 2 nights, what are you walking away with?
I'm walking away with Utilities Inc. really wants the community's input to make this what the community wants to have happen here. There's lots of notes around the room, as you can see. They've got a website for people to call in and write in, and phone numbers that they can call in and give their input as to what they really want this to be, and then they'll sort it all out and work together with the community to make that happen.
The Social Security Administration reached out to News 46 to clear up what they are calling some misconceptions about where they're located and the services they offer here in town.
We're here on the last Tuesday of every month, and we start sign-ins at 7 a.m. And the Social Security people come from Vegas, and they get here between 8:45 to 9 o'clock, and that's when we start letting people go back.
This is where you can get what kind of services?
Anything that have to do with Social Security, whether it's disability, a Social Security card, there is anything to do with, again, with Social Security. And Eleanor and I are volunteers. We are here at 7 o'clock in the morning, as she said, the last Tuesday of every month. And we set up. We greet the community. We have coffee, cookies, magazines, while you sit here and wait to see a representative from Las Vegas. We have 2 representatives that come in every month.
And this saves your trip to Las Vegas.
Yes, it does. It saves a lot of time for everybody.
There's a little confusion as to where you guys are located. We're standing here right at the Bob Roode Community Center.
Yes, we are. It's always been right here.
Right here in the back of the Bob Roode Community Center, rooms B and C, right?
Yes, and through this door, not the other door, this door.
The back door closest to the basketball court.
Correct.
So people can come by. What kind of documents should they be prepared to show?
If you are changing your Social Security card because of a marriage, make sure you bring the original marriage license. And you need to show you going from your old name to your new name. So the original marriage certificate and your driver's license should do.
All original documents here, right?
All original documents, yes.
A man and a woman were arrested and booked into the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center for various charges relating to drugs and possession of burglary tools. Theophilus Matthew Regan and Colette Renee Harris were arrested after an October 22nd traffic stop for speeding on U.S. Highway 95. Regan was charged with possession of stolen property, possession of burglary tools, and possession of marijuana. Harris was charged with possession of stolen property, a felony and a misdemeanor warrant, possession of burglary tools, and possession of marijuana. They were tracked on radar traveling 84 miles per hour in a 70 mile per hour zone. After the break, we'll have your Desert View Hospital health tip.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Here is today's Desert View Hospital health tip.
This health tip is brought to you by
Desert View Hospital and Mountain Valley Physicians Group. Don't put your health on hold. We have time for you. Call us to schedule your appointment. 775-751-7100.
When Shannon Ward came into the world 3 months early, her mom knew she'd be special.
She was always just aware, alert, watching.
But while her mind was active, physically, Shannon's development was delayed. Diagnosed with cerebral palsy, Shannon couldn't speak.
So she would vocalize for you, squeal with delight, but she could not say mom, dad.
At age 9, she was using assistive technology to help her communicate. Now a teenager,
I think everyone deserves to be heard.
But the adult robotic voice doesn't match Shannon's age or personality.
I'm 13 years old.
And there's not really a lot of choices for these kids.
That's why Tim Bonnell and his team at Nemours are working to give kids like Shannon a voice of their own for the first time.
We take recordings of natural speech, chop them up into very small pieces, and then paste them back together again in novel ways.
For those who can't speak words, the focus is on vowel-like sounds.
Perceptually, we're tuned to listen to the vowels to understand the vocal identity of a person.
For Shannon,
it was just a sound like ah.
Characteristics of those sounds, such as the child's pitch and voice quality, are recorded and blended with a donor child's voice to build a new voice. The result? Here's Shannon's voice before.
My name is Shannon. I really like my new voice.
And with her new voice.
I think everyone deserves to be heard, and it feels great to have a voice that matches who I am. OMG.
OMG is how you feel about it? Oh my God. That's great. That's what a 13-year-old would say, right?
Speaking more like herself. I'm Marty Salt reporting.
Thanks so much, Morty. A 73-year-old Las Vegas man was indicted today on a single count of attempted murder with the use of a deadly weapon after the October 13th shooting of a hearings officer in the lobby of the building that houses the Nevada Department of Administration. Prosecutors say Leonard Paul Sullivan had a 10-year-old workers' compensation claim against MGM Resorts International when he shot a hearings officer, Michael Kogler, in the chest. Kogler was hospitalized and survived the gunshot wound. Sullivan is being held on a $500,000 warrant and is set to appear November 5th in Clark County. Compensation claim filed after Sullivan said he tripped over a luggage cart at a Las Vegas hotel. A routine traffic stop landed Zachary White in jail for various charges, including drugs, after the local man's license plate did not match the vehicle he was driving. Police charged White with possession of marijuana and drug paraphernalia, driving with a suspended license, possession of stolen property, use of a fictitious license plate, and no vehicle registration. White was pulled over on Hafen Ranch Road by Nye County Sheriff's deputies, arrested, and transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. The Prump Senior Center threw one of their legendary parties again Saturday night, complete with a costume contest and lots of dancing, food, and raffles.
We've had a heck of a week, but it's been a fun weekend. We had our pancake breakfast this morning, but we had a fantastic Halloween dance tonight, a Monster Mash. We had a blast.
And Creekside Hospice?
Creekside Hospice sponsored the dance.
So lots of fun here.
Lots of fun. Lots of people.
Yep, we have to thank Creekside. This is the second dance they've sponsored for us in the past 6 months or so, Kathy. And they've both been just phenomenal. We had a prom, and now we've had our Monster Mash, and something tells me they're going to become annual dances. The seniors are having a great time. It ended at 9, but they stayed till quite a bit later. It was just a blast.
I heard maybe a New Year's party now, right, Kathy?
It's been
We're talking
about.
either a holiday, either Christmas or New Year's.
So much fun. And costume contest and giveaways and raffle prizes.
We've been busy. We had dinner, we had costume contest, we had quite a few people in costume. I'd say we had a good 30 or 40 people in costume. And we had first, second, and third place prizes. We had 50-50 drawings. We had a fantastic raffle with many things donated from so many great people all around town, and it was just a blast.
Creekside helped put this on, and this is for a fundraiser.
Absolutely, it's a fundraiser. This particular dance, we kind of focused on the transportation department this time, as opposed to Meals on Wheels. We do a lot of fundraising for Meals on Wheels, but we kind of put this into the transportation because it's a very expensive program to run too, with all the maintenance and fuel, maintenance, tires, you name it. It's a difficult program as well, and Kathy was great to step up, and that's where we went with this one.
You've become a staple here, and I've gotten to know the seniors really well.
Yes, I love it. It's another home for me.
Yep.
It's a second family.
It's really fantastic. How many people do you think were here tonight?
Oh gosh, I don't know, 100 or better, I'd say.
100, yeah.
Probably around 100, yeah. It was just fantastic. We all had a blast. And Deanna, thank you too. We have a big thank you to Deanna O'Donnell, who did our DJing tonight.
It's fun.
It was a blast.
You guys had a break-in, and you were able to recover in time.
We were, of course, thank God for all of our staff and our volunteers as well. We've had people here that have volunteered, our staff. They've been here all day since yesterday morning. It was a bad morning to start off, but it turned out to be a great weekend. Staff has been here since 6 o'clock this morning working their little tails off. So I am grateful, very grateful for the great people we have working for us. The volunteers that we have here, they've all stepped up today. They've been here all day and they're still at it, and they've just been phenomenal.
That event was so much fun. Beatty is celebrating their 110th birthday this weekend during Beatty Days, being held October 31st through November 2nd in Cottonwood Park. This event is a fun-filled weekend that holds entertainment for both young and old, starting at 12 noon on Friday and ending Sunday at 3 p.m. Returning this year due to popular demand is the Focal Family Band from Los Angeles and Maria Anderson and her Southern Night Band. The event will kick off on Friday with a wonderful array of vendors sporting crafts, food, and more. This year's event includes the annual International Chili Society Regional Cook-Off, whose winner automatically advances to the World Championship Cook-Off, where they will have a chance to win $25,000. Also on Saturday, they will be holding the Classic Car Show, which draws nearly 75 classic cars, many of which are decorated for the season and carry bags of candy for the trick-or-treating crowd. Saturday also brings the annual parade, the 5K run and 2K walk, bed races, and a poker walk. This year's Grand Marshals will be Mark and Allison Henderson. This year's Senior King and Queen are Mike and Georgine Willis, also known by their stage name with the Beatty Cowboys as Cole and Raven. For more information, go to BeattyDaysNevada.org. There are so many things to do Halloween night around town. One of the most popular is the Halloween Trunk or Treat.
Friday, the 31st, and 4 p.m. and the sponsors going to be Phantom Fireworks and Sheer Talent, both of them on the same parking lot. BACA, Bikers Against Child Abuse. I understand maybe 100 or more bikes are going to be out there, and the Valley Cruisers, and we got one more is Oasis Outreach Center is going to be there. So last year, Decker thinks 800, I think 1,000 kids were there, and we hope to top that. We're bringing more candy, and hopefully every kid gets their weight in candy.
So come on down to Phantom Fireworks on Highway 160 on Halloween. It all begins at 4 o'clock.
Yes, ma'am.
And the numbers are in for P-Dot Pumpkin Days. An estimated 2,000 people attended the 3-day-long event at Ian Deutsch Memorial Park. The Prompt Disability Outreach Program raised approximately $19,000 for their programs available to all disabled and their families locally. P-Dot would like to thank everyone for attending this year's 5th annual event and the 150 volunteers who helped make it a huge success. After the break, we'll have your entertainment this week.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Nathan Adelson Hospice, proud to be the hospice of choice in Pahrump for 15 years. Please call 775-751-6700 to find out how Nathan Adelson can assist you.
TLC's Here Comes Honey Boo Boo is ending its run. The network has canceled the series in light of claims that the program's newly separated matriarch, Mama June Shannon, is dating Mark Anthony McDaniel, a man who served 10 years in prison after being convicted of aggravated child molestation in 2004 and who is a registered sex offender. Shannon said the reports that she's dating McDaniel are totally untrue, but confirmed that as of right now, there will be no more production of the show. TLC began Here Comes Honey Boo Boo in August of 2012 as a spin-off of its child pageant reality show, Toddlers and Tiaras. Elena Thompson was one of the Tiaras' breakout stars, and Honey Boo Boo was launched to follow the spunky kid and her family at their Georgia home. The series, which also starred Alana Thompson's 3 older sisters and her dad, Mike Sugar Bear Thompson, averaged 2.4 million viewers an episode at its first season, establishing itself as a reality TV hit. The show's 4th season wrapped up in August with 1.8 million viewers. Move over, Ashton Kutcher. Christian Bale is going to give the role of Steve Jobs a go. The actor has been cast in the upcoming biopic about the Apple co-founder. The film is reportedly based on the Steve Jobs biography by Walter Isaacson, which the late Jobs sanctioned. Jobs died in 2011 following a long battle with pancreatic cancer. Kutcher portrayed the innovator in the 2013 film Jobs. Bale, best known for playing Bruce Wayne Batman in the Dark Knight trilogy, will next be seen in Ridley Scott's Exodus, Gods and Kings. Comedian Joan Rivers died of therapeutic complications during a procedure to evaluate her voice changes and stomach reflux. The classification of death as a therapeutic complication means that the death resulted from a predictable complication of medical therapy. The 81-year-old Rivers died September 4th, a week after an appointment at Manhattan's Yorkville Endoscopy Clinic. The medical examiner's investigation ruled that the cause of death was brain damage caused by a lack of oxygen. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your entertainment this week.
This is the first business brief for Wednesday, October 29th. I'm Angela Miles. This could be it, the Fed's big finale, as members potentially pull the plug on $14 trillion in bond buying today. The quantitative easing program, better known as QE3, was intended to stimulate the economy. A slow buildup is happening in the housing sector. According to Kay Schiller, home prices in 20 cities were up a moderate 5.6% in August compared to a year ago. That number is down from a 6.7% gain in July. It's also the 8th straight month home prices have inched lower. And Costco employees have reason to give thanks. The retailer is closing the doors on Thanksgiving, despite many other major retailers opening on the holiday to spur shopping. Costco is holding firm and saying employees deserve the day off to spend with their families. That's the First Business Brief. I'm Angela Miles.
Thanks so much, Angela. The American Red Cross has some simple steps to ensure that trick-or-treaters and their families have a safe night of fun. There are some steps parents can take to keep their little ghosts and goblins safe in their disguises. Add reflective tape to costumes and trick-or-treat bags. Use flame-resistant costumes. Use face makeup instead of masks, which can cover their eyes and make it hard to see. To maximize safety for trick-or-treaters, plan a route ahead of time. Make sure adults know where the children are going. If the children are young, a parent or responsible adult should accompany them as they walk through the neighborhood. Make sure trick-or-treaters have a flashlight. Visit only the homes that have a porch light on. Accept treats at the door and never go inside. Walk only on sidewalks, not on the street. If no sidewalk is available, walk on the edge of the roadway facing traffic. Look both ways before crossing the street and cross only at the corner if available. Don't cut across yards or use alleys, and don't cross between parked cars. Be cautious around strange animals, especially dogs, and if you're driving, be extra cautious of trick-or-treaters. For those who expect to welcome trick-or-treaters at their door, they can make sure it's fun for everyone by following a few tips. Make sure the outdoor lights are on. Sweep leaves from the sidewalks and steps. Clear the porch or front yard of any obstacles that a child could trip over, and restrain your pets. Use a glow stick instead of a candle in the jack-o'-lanterns to avoid a fire hazard. And have fun, of course, trick-or-treating. When we come back from this break, we'll have your weather with Noah Beacon.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Wednesday, October 29th. Today we had sunny skies with a high of 82 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 75 degrees. Winds were coming from the west today at 2 miles per hour with gusts up to 7 miles per hour, so we had some pretty low winds. The UV index today was 4, which is moderate. Humidity was at 9% today. Sunrise was at 7:04 this morning, and the record high in 1950 was 90 degrees. Tonight we'll have clear skies with a low of 51 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 54 degrees. Winds will be coming from the north-northeast at 4 miles per hour this evening with gusts up to 5 miles per hour, so our low winds will be continuing through this evening. Humidity will be at 20%. Sunset will be at 5:51 this evening, and the record low in 1971 was 30 degrees. Tomorrow we'll have partly cloudy skies with a high of 86 degrees and a low of 54 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south-southeast at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 8 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 15%. Sunrise will be at 7:05 tomorrow morning, and the UV index will be 4, which is moderate. For our 7-day forecast, we'll start off with some nice partly cloudy skies. That we have a 30% chance of rain on Sunday. Then starting on Monday, we'll have sunny skies, and it looks like that sunshine will stick around for a while. Your high temperatures will be starting off in the mid-80s, and they'll be dropping down into the low 60s around Sunday, but they'll be working their way back up into the mid-70s through these next 7 days. Your low temperatures will be looking at a similar pattern starting off in the mid-50s, dropping down into the low 40s around early next week, and then working their way back up into the mid-40s mid-next week.
And I want to say hi to everybody out there on 95.9 KACE, our country station. If you would like to hook up to KPVM-TV and get all these free digital channels, you can do so by giving us a call here at the station, 727-9400, and we'll tell you how to hook up. You can also call Rod's TV at 727-9395, and we want to get you watching us and all the local programming that we have here. So, of course, if you're listening on 95.9 KACE, our country station, give us a call here, 727-9400. You can also dial extension 203 to speak to Vern, and he'll give you some tips. And if you're interested in advertising on KACE, you can give us a call at that same number too. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. From everyone up here at KPVM-TV, including Patrick, Noah, Darby, and myself, have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.